Hello. Hoodie season is upon us. Hi, my name is Jennifer Nyumwa and welcome to my channel. And today I am going to be bringing an episode of Twitter no go kill person. In fact, why am I saying that? Twitter no go kill person? What do you mean? I was saying like a true scale. Twitter no go kill person. Twitter no go kill person. And today, before I start this video, this is a trigger warning because I am going to be talking about sexual abuse in men and women. So yeah. And now let's get right into the video or the video, one of them. Alright, so you might be wondering why I'm talking about sexual abuse and why it is under our Twitter no go kill person segment. Well, because I saw it on Twitter. I mean, it's something that's talked about almost every other day, but this particular issue or this particular tweet I saw yesterday was a bit triggering for me to say the least. And it was from a guy. He basically said there was a day he invited a lady over and they finished watching a movie. It was erotic, those kind of things, and he slept off, right? Because he didn't want to have intercourse that night, so he slept off. And the next thing, he woke up to the lady on top of him having sex with him, basically. And my dear ladies, that is rape. That is rape. Now some of you might be, because when I went to the comment section, some of you need to educate yourselves before you bring yourselves to the internet. Now social media is a platform that brings you all kinds of information, like from entertainment to educational, to like it differs, like it's a broad platform, and I think that's one of the purposes of social media. Yes. Okay, now let me tell you people something. Consent goes both ways. Now you can't say there's something I want to avoid saying. Imagine if it was illegal. No, I want to avoid saying that because you should stop imagining. If you try to, touch your man and he says, "Oh, no, I'm not in the mood, not right now," learn to accept no as an answer. Don't say, "Oh, I will push and then he will." He's a man now. Small thing, they are this thing, right? Stop it. Don't do that. Stop it. If he says no, like, okay, you're tired, let's rest. It's your man after all, right? There's always another time, unless you know you're going to die. Even if you're going to die, go to heaven with peace of mind. What's wrong with you people? Okay, so I'm so sorry. I'm getting very agitated because it's very annoying. Because in the comment section, like I was saying, there was this particular lady, or a few of them, that was like that's let's call so underage kids watching this, let's call it Johnny. Some women said Johnny can't stand unless he's horny. That's where I say education comes in. Now when men wake up in the morning, they're usually erect. I should explain it in scientific terms. 1 second. Alright, so I said I was going to give you medical terms, like explain it in medical terms, right? About morning erection. Okay. So now, morning erection is medically termed as a nocturnal penile tumescence. I don't know if I pronounced that last word correctly, but it will be removed. And this is just basically penile erection in the morning, and this can be caused by, or the main catalyst for this event is testosterone, and this is because it is peak, or it is highest in the morning. So we have a nerve called the sacral nerve. It is part of the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the part that is basically responsible for repairing your body muscles and everything when you are asleep. It helps in sexual arousal, it aids digestion. That are just things it does. Now this sacral nerve is what controls erection. So basically, if you're aroused, information passes to the nerve, then you become erect. That's just the whole thing about it. And I'm sure you know about fight or flight. That's the sympathetic nervous system. That's another thing. But we're talking about the parasympathetic, where the sacral nerve is involved and everything. So basically, if you, this morning erection I'm talking about now, you know, there's some, there's sometimes men say, when they wake up they feel like easing themselves, that's peeing. Yes. So usually if the bladder is really full and it presses on this sacral nerve, it causes an erection. So it's not that your man is horny as he's waking up. It's just a normal nervous system. Like, it's just a normal body response basically. And usually when men are asleep, their penis gets erect and flaccid like throughout their sleep cycle, because when this whole thing happens during their REM sleep, that's where you're in deep sleep, you can dream. That's where wet dreams also come into play, because they now dream, they get aroused, the penis gets erected. Sometimes it can even cause ejaculation. That's a whole different ball game. And then usually why I'm explaining this is because in the morning, we're still coming back to morning, when you see an erect penis on your husband, it's not because he just woke up and he's horny and he just, no, that's why I'm explaining all of this to you. It's a normal body response. Once their testosterone is peaked, which is usually highest in the morning, it causes an erection too. Now, it's normal, like it's so normal, because it starts from when the man is young, like from 3 years old. So if you see your young son with an erect penis when he wakes up, that's totally normal. And this thing can happen, I don't think it happens consecutively, like every day, but it happens, very, very frequently. And if this doesn't even, if he's not erect, how will I put it? Let me not misinform you, but it can, if it's not present, it can be a sign of erectile dysfunction, right? So like I said, you see, it's very, very normal. It's an everyday thing. It's something that just occurs in the body. That's just the explanation. So now back to my tweets that I was explaining, or back to the comments. Yes, I was in the comments, because some people were like, oh, your penis cannot be erect, and no, you can't have an erect penis and say you're not horny. That's why I'm explaining all of this. Or maybe in the morning, this one, that one, in the morning his penis was this thing, so that means no, it did not mean he wanted some. If you try and you're like, oh, this one, and he says, no, not right now, babe, maybe later, okay, that's a no. Move on. You must not get it at that time. And I feel like, not to be a hater or anything, but I feel like that's the problem with women. Some women don't understand the concept of no. Now we're teaching young men to respect or ask for consent, but it goes both ways. You can't be teaching your young son to ask for consent, and you're in the bedroom when your husband says, I don't want to do now. You say, hey, I must get it now. No, you must not. You won't die. At most you'll be unhappy, but Has that killed anybody? No. See, consent, like I said, goes both ways. Now, I feel like the main reason why men don't come out to talk about their rape encounters is because women just end up saying rubbish. Like, I'll put the tweets there, and I'll try to like put some of the replies as well, and you can see I don't know if it's lack of knowledge or just purposely being ignorant to these things. Whichever it is, we need to work on it. We really need to work on it, because the amount of, I think there's a study that says 1 in every 3 or 5 women have been sexually abused. It's almost the same in men too. If you do your research, you're going to find out the things that men don't speak about it. If you ask men about their first sexual experiences or encounters, is with older ladies that took advantage of them. That's not right. And I feel like the notion that men always want to have sex, that's what drives some women. Men are bolder. They are meant to be just like how they chase women. I think they are just meant to be the ones initiating things. So that's why people think they always want to have sex. I don't know, that's how I'm trying to process it, because I don't understand how somebody will come back from work. You've had a very stressful day. All you want to do is just, sit down, have a meal, or maybe watch a show or something, and just go to sleep. And then your babe just comes like, oh, I must get some. Do you know how tiring that is? Now, like I said, I don't want to say imagine yourself, but imagine yourself. It's like, I think that's the only way some people can comprehend some things. Okay, imagine yourself in their shoes. You just got back from work, or you're a stay-at-home mom. Your kids were like unreasonably nagging that day, or they just stressed you out so much that day. You just want to relax, take a bath, eat, and just watch your favorite TV show, and then your husband comes like, I must get some tonight. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there aren't cases where these things have happened. I'm not disputing that. Yes, it has happened, but that's a whole different topic on its own. This is kind of shedding awareness or bringing awareness to the fact that men can be raped too. I know you've heard of stories where there was even a story where a young boy was raped by 5 girls to death. Yeah, and from the girls were in an all-girls school. These things are not acceptable. They should not be taken lightly. The same energy we put in when women say, oh, I've been raped. Yes, put the same energy with men have been raped too. Because men can get raped. It happens. Like, it's too common now. Like, when people just say that, like, no be man in be. What do you mean? What do you mean no be? So because he's a man, he should accept these things, or because he's a man, because they bottle up their emotions, like they should just toughen it up. And then if it's like that, everybody should toughen it up. It's the same rape. If you bring out your story, then just be like, she no be woman. How would that sound? Again, I don't think it should be a case where people have to say, imagine yourself, or imagine your sister, or imagine it was. No, we don't have to imagine. As the case is like that, let it just. I think all I'm saying is the same sympathy, the same energy, the same. I'm saying energy because I'm on Twitter. I've seen where a woman brings out a story about being raped, and a man brings out a story about being raped. I've seen the energy people put into the woman's own, and I'm so sorry. I feel like because I'm on Twitter too, I'm so sorry to say this, but now it is more or less innocent until proven guilty. because women have used the issue of rape. They've taken it too lightly. That's anything, oh, I will accuse you of rape and everyone will believe me. Sadly, that's the truth. There was a case of there was this Justin Bieber. Bro, if he didn't have receipts, that's how that guy's image would have just been tarnished. No. That's, in fact, that's a whole other topic self on his own. But basically, the purpose of my video is to bring awareness to men's rape stories as well. You can't say, oh, because he's a man, then, you know, let's just take it lightly, sweep it lightly under the rug. Some of the comments I saw under that post, under that tweet, it was ridiculous. It was really ridiculous. And we don't have to say, oh, what if it was your brother, what if it was, no, we don't have to say that. I think just basic human empathy or sympathy, whichever English it is. Well, that's just all I have to say. This brings us to the end of the video. I hope you learned a thing or two, and educate people around you too. You can't be saying you have sense and then your friends or the people around you are talking rubbish and you're just there like, this man, educate them. If they don't want to be educated, leave that circle, please, for your mental health. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.